Hey, 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 good evening everybody, good evening, how are you? I know it is late today, I'm sorry we're running late, I have a good reason for it, but look, we're here, we made it, we're live, and you get to listen to me before you go to bed. How cool's that? I can put you to sleep with my dorsal tones. Hello, hello. How are you doing, ladies and gentlemen? How are you doing today? Good evening. I hope you're good. I hope you're well. Welcome. Welcome to episode 3 of Axie Scholar UK. My name's Steve Woody. I'm the Undisputed Noob. And we are running late but sounding great. And that's what counts. So welcome to the stream. I hope you're good. I hope you're well. We're going to dive straight in today. We're not going to waste any time. The first thing we're going to do is check in and see how everybody's doing today. So, to each and every one of you that are here, good evening, good evening. I hope you're good, I hope you're well. Ken, first indeed, good to see you. Khan, how to do? Jose, how you doing? Kai, I'm going to try and pronounce this name right. I hope I get this right, Delapaz. This is Karinaki? Anika? Kairi Anika. I hope I pronounce it. I'm so sorry if I pronounce that wrong. I really, really am. But good evening, how you doing? Topher, how you doing? Present, good to see. Daniel, how you doing, sir? Right here, how you doing? Good to see you all. Irish, Grace, how are you doing, darling? I hope you're well. Deanne, how you doing? Andrew, how you doing? Ritz, hope you are all well. Wow, Jeffrey, so many of you. Carlos, Fitzy, hello, brother. Hope you're good and well. Glenn, how you doing? Daniel, Millard, so many of you. Honourable Shogun, sir, good evening. Oh, hope you are all good. Hope you are good. Hope you are well. Wow. Loving the music there. I know, right? So we've had this music running now. I bought this music at the start of the year. We've been using it now since January. It's got that little, it's got a vibe to it. I quite like it. Although I tell you what else I like, and I shared it before if you remember, that's the baby making music when we breed. That's the new favourite as well. I'm going to be clipping that and putting that into the stream. 100 messages already. Like, damn. How do we keep up with this? I really, really want to go through each and every one of you, but I don't know how to. It's just too many of you right now. So, Aaron, I was able to reach 200 SLP today thanks to Sir Cody's tips. That's incredible. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Cody's on the stream today. So, what we're going to do moving forward with our new structure is we are going to have Wednesday Wisdom. Hey, Vaughn, thank you very much for the stars. I really appreciate that. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Thank you for the 20 stars. We're going to have Wednesday Wisdom. So Wednesdays now will become Wednesday Wisdoms with Coach Cody. And we will be having ourselves coaching sessions with Cody. He's going to come on stream once a week. And he is going to give us some content to help improve our gameplay. Okay, so we have an entire area of the Discord that's being built out purely for Coach Cody and for the other coaches who eventually come on board. But because Coach Cody is the first, he will be the person who we build this community out with. He will be in charge of the content for the onboarding process for new scholars and for helping to determine the best Axie to play to get the highest MMR in PvP. And as a result of this, Coach Cody will also have an opportunity, should he so wish, to be in charge of the Undisputed Noob and the Axie Scholar UK esports team once it goes live, because we are launching our own esports team in the future. Not right now though, not right now, but in the future. And Coach Cody may very well be our official esports coach. We will see. Let's build this relationship up. Let's see where it goes. It's going to be interesting to see, but definitely an amazing guy. We've won 3 games back to back with him. I'm sure so many of you have got value within the community already. I've seen he's doing some incredible things. So yes, we're going to be bringing on Coach Cody in just a little while to go through the game. So for everyone who's watching, hello. I want to just start by explaining what happened yesterday. In fact, hold on, let me come over here, because yesterday, for those of you that know on the stream, we had a little bit of a problem. The problem that we had was that the stream was disconnected and we didn't know why. So for for 2 separate occasions, the stream was disconnected on Facebook and I had to reconnect, and that cost us a lot of viewers, it cost us a lot of engagement, and I am truly sorry for that. So, if you are watching on Facebook and it cuts out for whatever reason, then please check out the Twitch channel. Make sure you check out Twitch. That's important. Also, I'm just going to post into the comments here for you. Here is a link to the website. So on that website, if you were to click onto that website and that website was to load, you can see it on the screen here. If you scroll to the very bottom of this page, you'll see there is a Facebook, a Twitter, and a YouTube. And right now, in fact, we're going to do this right now. Let's do this together. We're actually going to log in. Just bear with me 1 second while I do this. We're going to log into the website. All right, that's happening right now. Also, let me just go. Let me just change this screen. Hold on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second. I need to just change. There we go. There we go. That's what we were looking for. So, let me just come to the website right now. And we're going to do a very quick edit in a footer. We're going to go to Twitch. So that is going to be the Twitch channel. We're going to go into the footer. I'm doing this live for you because that's just how we roll. That's just how we roll. Let's do this now. We're going to add another social media button here. And this one is going to be, I wonder if they've got the icon for Twitch. Yeah, of course they do, because they're just awesome. All right, so let's put a link in there. Boom, done. Look at that. Twitch is on there. So now we have Facebook, which should be the Undisputed Noob channel. YouTube, which should also be there. Yes, Twitter, which is there. And Twitch. All 4 are now there. So if you do go to axiescholar.co.uk, if you click on the website and scroll to the very bottom of the page, you will see Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Okay, and we're streaming across all of these platforms. So for any reason whatsoever you get disconnected, and I apologize if that happens, you are able to go to the website, scroll to the bottom, click on another link. If Facebook drops, it's Facebook. So the reason, because I said that I would find out why. Okay, so let me share this with you now. The reason that we got disconnected twice yesterday, the reason we got disconnected twice was because of two things. One is because there are lots and lots of shares, and so that can cause a report which can have an effect. So we need to be careful of that. But also because we're talking about crypto, and it's actually having an impact because it's a controversial subject to be able to talk about, and the algorithms are picking up crypto-related content and suppressing it. Is happening on YouTube as well. So, yeah, just want you to be aware that it's something that might happen, but we're not going to let it stop us. We're going to continue to push with Facebook to work for partnership. Hopefully that will resolve a lot of the problems we're having, and if it doesn't, then that's absolutely fine. We'll just move across to Twitch. But YouTube does not disconnect. It hasn't yet. Twitch has not disconnected. It's only been Facebook so far, and it's only happened yesterday. So we're gonna monitor it and measure it today, see what happens. I want you guys to try and break it. See if you can. If we get disconnected, then we know that Facebook is just not the platform for us. They don't deserve our content if they're not willing to give us what we need to be able to grow. So you're an incredible community. We're growing very fast. I understand what they're doing for spam. I get that. But at the end of the day, we're growing. We're growing, and there is no one channel out there that is going to be able to stop us from sharing our message, people before profits. Okay, that is why we're doing this. That is why this whole thing exists. This show, the scholarship, the program, everything we're doing is people before profits. We're putting you first. We are making ourselves known within the community. And to do that, we need to upset a few people. And if Facebook's algorithm gets upset because of what we're doing, then screw them. I don't really care. I'll send my aquas to deal with them. I'm not bothered. Speaking of which, we're going to jump in straight away and just have a little game and see how we're doing. So today, just so that you know, for the purpose of this show, I'm going to have a couple of games now. Then we are going to go and have a conversation with Coach Cody. And we are then going to go into the breeding aspects, and we're going to look at all the breeding that we're doing and do the admin, the Axie admin. So we'll try and make it a shorter show today because I appreciate the time. I know that you guys are probably tired and it's quite late, so I don't want to keep you too late. But we're going to try and keep it to around about 90 minutes. But yeah, we'll do that. We'll get there. So let's see how we do. All right, so here we go. At the moment, it says we've got no energy, which is interesting because I definitely feel like we do. So we're just going to quit out and come back in. Hey, Heidi, how you doing? Hope you are good. Hey, Sanjoy, hope you're good. Hope you're well. Thank you very much. Hey, hope you're good. Hope you're good. Yeah, this is going to be fun. So now we've got our energy back. Just reset the game. I think we're also going to look at changing our Axie. So a couple of people have spoken to me, a couple of the scholars, and they've mentioned that they would like to change their Axie to give them a better chance in Arena. We're absolutely going to do that. We're going to honor. So if a scholar wants to change their Axie, an existing scholar, then we will work to help improve them. And moving forward, we're gonna bring in better synergies. It's not that they're bad Axies. The scholars do not have bad Axies. It's just some scholars have duplicate Axies that do the same thing, and so their mid and their back line are duplicated. And so what we want to do is make sure that they have an Axie for each purpose. One for the mid line, one for the back line. But we're going to jump straight in here into Arena. We're going to play a game. Let's get some of that good audio going. And let's see where we are. So, first thing we're going to do, what do we do? What has Coach Cody taught us so far? First thing we do is check the cards. What are they playing? Okay, so they've got, this is a chop, obviously. They've got Vegetable Bite, randomly discard one card off your enemy's hand. Okay, third glance, interesting to know. Towel Slap, Energy, and heal this Axie for 120. Okay, so steal energy, steal cards, gain energy, heal Axie. Alright, now we know what we're playing with there. This has got Swift Escape, prioritize idle combat when combat release 2 additional cards, prioritize furthest target, heal front teammate. Okay, interesting. And we have the bird as well. Bird is going for Sinister Strike, Backmount, early bird. Wow, 120% target fast enemy. Okay, so we've got backdoor. So we know we've got a backdoor. We know what's happening here. We're probably going to skip. They've got 2 energy. We've got 2 energy. In fact, we're probably going to play. We're going to play this card right now. So I wanted to. He's going to gain energy. I knew he was going to do that. So we're going to destroy the energy. So he's destroyed our energy. Okay, and he's also made a discard. We then destroy his energy. Okay, and we've still got our shield. So we're in a good position. So we've now got 3. So we can come in for an attack. Now, what's he going to do? Okay, what's he going to do? It's round 2. Okay, and we have to consider what's going to happen. We know we're going to get backdoored. So we know we're going to get hit here first. So I'm expecting the bird to come in on a backdoor. So right now we can go for the speed. We can go for the Angry Lamb. We're going to go first, and we can also go for End Last Stand. So I'm thinking that we're going to get backdoored first, being that this is the fastest target. So we're going to do that. He hasn't gone for this. He has gone for the bird. I feel like we know what we're doing here. We sound like we know what we're doing here, even if we really don't. We've done some damage. He's going to go backdoor, which he absolutely does. We get our speed up as a result of that. We are thinking 200 IQ right now. We're still alive, which is great, and we're into the next round. So we have 2 energy. Now, what do we do with our 2 energy in this round? I think it's going to be fair to assume he's going to put a shield on this. So we can probably skip 1 turn now. We can probably skip 1 turn. We've got our cards here. We know what we've got. I'm thinking that we can skip a turn. I don't think we need to play this. Although I know he's probably going to try and damage my energy. I could actually just play 2 critical strikes here, just to get rid of the plant. I don't know if that's maybe not the best idea. Maybe I go for... Okay, so I go for a plus and a critical strike. See if I can do that damage there. He's probably going to put a bit... Yeah, he has put a shield on. I don't know if I'll get the kill. I might. Oh, we do. We get the kill. We do get the kill off them 2 cards. We're really lucky. So he uses his first card, gains his energy. I get that. He then makes us discard, which I get. And he's killed himself. So great. So that's not a bad thing to do. Okay. Gain 1 energy if this Axie shield breaks. Well, we're going to play that because we know that's going to happen. We're also going to play this, but we need to combo it with another card because we need some energy here. And we assume we're going to get attacked. Maybe not first in this instance. So maybe that's not the best card to play. But we don't really want to play anything else. We do want to get this. So, I think that we can go for this just to do a little bit of damage whilst gaining some energy for the next round. Okay, so he's going to go first. He went for the back. Get that. So I gain 1 energy. I'm going to gain my 2nd energy on the next turn. Oh, he went straight back line. Okay. Alright, okay. So back line's done. I get that. We're going to go carrot. Okay, so we've got our free energy now. So, I think, again, we can go in for this play. And also, in terms of gaining our energy, I'm quite happy to be able to do it. In fact, I don't think I need to play that this time. Maybe this time I can do something different. So I can go for this, this, and this. Okay, I'm going to go 2nd to the Aqua. He's missed his turn, but I think we can kill the Aqua this time. And then it's just us versus Bird, okay? So now Bird's going to backdoor. On Bird's next time, Bird's going to backdoor. What can I do now? Bird's going to have 4. Alright, so we know we're going to get about 400 damage, which shouldn't kill this, but at the same time we can steal 1 energy, gain 1 energy, and then I think we can save a turn. I don't think we need to do anything else at the moment. I know the Bird is going to backdoor to take me out. I think right now, if we don't die this turn, we go first next turn, I think we're good. So Bird backdoors me. Oh no, we lived, we did, we managed to live. That's all we needed. That is all we needed. We managed to live. We're going to do the, so he's going to have 2 energy next round. That's absolutely fine. I get that. We're going to go for these 2 cards because we want to use these 2 up. And also we need to do some damage. So I feel like we're just going to go for these 2 cards here because there's nothing really else we can do at this stage. He's not going to go backdoor this time. Or is he? Is he going to go backdoor to finish me off? I don't know. I'm going to assume he doesn't. No, he does. Okay. So, he's managed to kill me. I've now got my 2 shields. I think we've won this. I think it's a win. GG.
Am I late, Mr. Steve?
GG.
Have a nice day, Mr. Steve.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon I'm playing this a little bit better? Hopefully I made some good choices there. So let's just come across to our Axie and... oh, 1 second, because I realise I don't have this, so bear with me a second while I open it. Remember, if we're going to be doing this, where is it? Oh no. Where is our Axie sheet? Bear with me a second. I'm just trying to find out where is our... It'll be on the other channel, won't it? Now, I know that I shared this in the Discord, so I'm going to have to pick this up from the Discord, because I actually don't know where it is. So please just bear with me for 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to go into the Discord to our important links to be able to pick up where I shared that doc, because for some reason I don't know where I shared it. Okay, so, here it is. Right, so now, we take yesterday's, we turn it to today's, alright? This is the 18th of the 8th. The time right now is a bit late. It is 15:20. That was a win. Definitely a win. Alright, so I'm now on 1291, right? Look at that. 1291. 15 MMR, and that should be 6 SLP. Very nice indeed. There we go, 6 SLP. So, we've got our tracker. Our tracker's working. That's all good. And we can go in for another game. So, let's do one more, right? Let's do one more, and then we will get Coach Cody on the line, and we will have a chat, and we will go back to basics. So, what we're going to do, we're going to check what we've got. Heal this Axie by the damage it inflicts. Deal 120 damage if Axie attacks last. October Tree and Carrot Hammer. Okay. We've then got Ivory Stab, single combat Nut Throw Nutcrack, so double Nutcracker. Okay. Guaranteed critical strike. Okay, so we need free energy for this card. And risky for a switch. What's it? Skip the closest target if there are 2 or more enemies remaining. Right, so we've got a backdoor. Alright, but all of these are going to need... all of these are going to need energy. So at the moment, he needs energy, which means I can probably just steal his energy. It needs to be combo with another card, so I'm just going to play these 2 cards to steal his energy. So he's got 2 at the moment. He's going to skip his turn, I reckon, go for 4 energy. We're going to steal one, which means that we're going to have 3 each on a next turn. There we go. So we've now got 3 energy each. And I do a little bit of damage as well. Alright, so now with our 3 energy each, which is he going to go for? Is he going to go for plant or is he going to go for backdoor? I'm assuming he's probably going to go for backdoor. Because that's what I would kind of do in this instance. So we're just going to go straight for the tank, see if we can kill the tank. Because he's either going to go tank or backdoor. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do some damage to this tank. He hasn't put anything on the tank because he's gone. That's perfect. So we're going to kill the tank. Nice, nice, nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Then he goes in and does some damage to mine, which I understand. You get that. We might live this. We might live. No, we don't. We don't. But now, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine because of where we are now. So, what would Coach Cody do in a situation like this? I know I'm going to get backdoored, so I know I want to go here, but I can wait because I'm going to go first anyway. So I can just end a turn and wait. And then what's he going to do? Backdoor me, but I can go next. Alright, so he's gone 1 card there to hit that. Alright. Alright, that was good play for him. Alright. He's gonna probably kill me here. If not, it's gonna be close. Alright, it's close. But I'm okay. I'm safe. Now, obviously I don't have much here, but I can use up all of these cards, or those 2 cards at least. And then we can go for... What do we need to do here? So we want to go damage here. Okay, so we want to go for this. And we also want to try and do... this for the next turn. So we're going to go for 1. We're going to go for 1, 2, 3. I think that should be enough to kill this. That's going to be 340. Maybe not. Maybe not. Hold on. Let's go for the 1, 2, 3. Let's just make sure that we get this kill. Right, he didn't go for the shield. I thought he might have, but we're going for this anyway to get the speed up. Right, we're going to guarantee the kill on the beast to get rid of the beast. All right. He's going to go for the kill on me. I didn't get to do my energy. That's absolutely fine. But now it's me. So, he's going to play Swift Escape, right? Which I know he's going to do. So, I've got a speed up here. Which means what I might do this round is just play this and this. Okay, that's it. 2 cards. So, I'm going to get my speed up. I've already got one that will give me my second speed up. When he attacks me, I'll get a speed up as well. So I think we're playing similar cards here. So I get my speed up, but so does he. And he gets his next speed up, but then he attacks me. Alright, and I get my speed up, and I get another one. Oh no, I only got 3. I didn't get my 4. Right, that wasn't what I wanted. That really wasn't what I wanted. I think I made a mistake. I definitely made a mistake. I don't know why that didn't work. I made a mistake. I think I need Coach Cody. I think I need Coach Cody, right? Damn. Alright, so let's just have a quick look here and see what's going on. So, Von, thank you very much for the stars. I appreciate that. Stephanie, thank you for the 10 stars. Really, really appreciate that. Jeffro, you are absolutely not late. Good to see you and thank you for the stars. And Gio, as always, thank you ever so much for the stars. Alright, let's see if Cody's here, shall we? Let's see. Alright, let's do this. Here we go. We obviously need some help. Hello, hello.
Hello?
Hey, Cody, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Yourself?
I'm very, very good. Cody, thank you ever so much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, can we get some hashtag Coach Cody, please? Let's give some
Good
love,
evening,
some
everyone.
hearts, some get some love for the Wednesday Wisdom Coach Cody session. Cody, good to see you again. Thank you so much for joining us.
You too. Thank you.
I think we've just established that I need help. I played the first game. I think I played okay. I played the second
the first
game.
game was really good. Second game though, if on the last turn you could have just used 1 upstream. The goal there would be for him to do 2 damage onto you, and
Yes.
then you would both get 2 speed ups. But since he does more damage, you'll be having lesser HP.
Yep.
And as I mentioned before, if both axes have the same speed, then the game will check whoever has the lower HP, and that Axie will go first.
Wow. So there's some information right there to help us move forward. Okay. Nice. Good to know. So there's obviously a lot to this game that I need to learn in order to be a better player. And not just for myself, but the scholars as well. I think it's very important that given the Season 18 update, there is a definite focus on the PvP aspect. And Sky Mavis have publicly announced that they want to reward scholars that have skill. And so it's become much more of a skill-based game. And I think that makes sense when we consider that the bots who are in the PvE mode were causing trouble, because if you have bots that are able to farm SLP in PvE, then you don't actually need scholars. So the bots were going to ruin the game for the scholars. So the only way to remove, to hurt the bots and to change the focus of the game was to make it more skill-based, based on PvP. So I understand the logic behind that. But now what that does is that leaves scholars in a position where they're like, well, how do I get better at PvP? And I think we've already established that one side of this is down to the cards that they receive, the Axie that they get, not having a chop suey deck, so to speak. And the second is the knowledge of the game, which, as we've already established, you have in an abundance. You're extremely skilled. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to share this journey with you, to be able to become a better Axie player. Are you still there, Cody?
Oh, yeah, I thought I was...
No, it's good. I've just shared my stream with you as well, so you can see my screen now on Discord, which should help you.
Yes.
But
I
yeah,
do see it. I'm very much excited to be of help for Undisputed Noob members and our scholars and potential scholars as well. Again, goal here is for everyone to, if not reach the leaderboards, is at least be able to, for now, maintain a good MMR rating, at least maybe 1,500, to guarantee a 12 SLP per win. And as I mentioned, the goal is to at least get 50% win rate. That would ensure us an average of around, give or take, 150 SLP daily.
okay, so with a 50% win rate at 1,500 MMR, we're estimating that the SLP per day will be
120 plus 75. I'm sorry. Yeah, 120 plus 75 would be around
about 200, just under, yeah, almost 200 SLP per day.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. So for Axie Scholar UK, we have a minimum requirement of 75, because that is what is possible in PvE. And in a worst case scenario, if you absolutely tank 20 games in a row with your energy, you can still go through and earn 75. Hopefully you can earn 75 SLP. I mean, if you lose 20 games in a row, that's just really unfortunate and really unlucky. Hopefully, even in 20 games, you can win 25%, which is the 5 games that you need to be able to get your quest. Because if you were to win your 5 matches in Arena, 10 adventure modes, do your daily check-in, you should be able to get your 50 SLP from adventure mode and 25 S here. So there's still the ability to get 75 SLP, which is why we set that as a minimum. But what you're basically saying is that if people listen to your advice and follow the training, they're going to be able to more than double the minimum requirement and generate approximately 200 SLP a day.
Yeah. So that is our goal, for everyone to improve their gameplay, understand more of the in-game mechanics, on, like what I mentioned, on when to go all in and also when to hold on onto your cards, and properly counter any plays that your opponent might be coming up with. So yeah.
Perfect. That's amazing. So let's just do some quick maths then. So I'm going to look right now at the price of SLP, just very, very quickly before we get started. And I've got an announcement as well to make today, which I'll do in a minute, chat. But SLP at the moment, and look, here's the thing, just very quickly. This had a bit of a dive. Look, last night we can see that the price dropped last night in SLP. It went from here to about here. It dropped about 10% last night. About 10%. But that's absolutely fine. That's not a problem. Like we saw the drop. There was a massive drop. It's still continuing on this downward trend. Okay, so if we're looking at SLP at the moment, we can see that it is still above this support line. It hasn't broken down through this support line yet. And it is still following down this trend line. So in terms of the markets, it's still doing what we think it's going to do. Now, I said that I thought it was going to break trend somewhere yesterday. It did kind of make a break, but it made a breakdown. But that's fine. That's fine because it's still following this bigger trend. So it's okay. So it just means that the timing was wrong. And once we get to this point here, so these candles that are printing at the moment, they have to make a decision. Are they going to break through this support or are they going to break through this trend line? They have to do one or the other. And when they do that, that will allow us to make our next decision. And that is why on Monday's stream, so on Monday, save this date for the diary, ladies and gentlemen, the 23rd Monday of August, when we do our stream at 6 p.m. PST, we will be joined by the absolute trading legend that is Siam Kid. I've already spoken to you before. He's made millions in crypto. He owns 9 companies. An absolutely incredibly talented guy. He's going to come and talk to us about trading and explain to us all of what I've been showing you, but from a professional opinion. He's going to give you the professional trader's guide to how to extract SLP at the right time. And I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be a good chat. So that's what we're looking at. So with that being said, just very quickly, because we need to understand what Cody is going to do for you. And so let's take right now. Okay, we're at 15. So let's just say 15.5. Okay, so 15.5 is what the price is of SLP. Now, if we're going to do 200 SLP a day, 5 days a week, that's going to be 1,000 SLP a week. And we're going to be working for 50 weeks. Well, no. Yeah, that's 1,000 a week, right? So then let's times that by 52 weeks in a year. Okay, I could have worked that out. I didn't need to do that. 52,000, that was obvious. But 52,000 divided by 12, that gives us our monthly average. So what we're basically saying is that if you listen to Coach Cody and take his advice, you should be able to generate 4,333 SLP. Okay, so 4,333 SLP per month. Let's divide that by 2 because 50%, which will give you 2,166 SLP per month. 2,166 times 0.15, which is the current price. Okay, we're working on current price, not what we expect it to be. So that would mean that you should be able to generate at the moment $324. $324 at the moment per month. Now, let's say that SLP recovers by the end of the month to where we think it will be. Okay, so that 324 is a worst case scenario. 650 is where we think it will be. So you should have $650. And just to give you an idea, 650 USD in PHP is somewhere around 32.5 to 33,000 pesos. So that's what we're looking at doing here. That's where we're looking to get you. I think you'll agree that's not bad. That's obviously only the 50% that you're taking. The other 25% will be going towards owning your Axie. So you're going to be doing that as well. So this is not only you earning this, you're also going to own your Axie at the end of this as well. So without further ado, Coach Cody, take it away, my friend. I am all yours.
Okay. So we're gonna go. I actually prepared an outline.
Yep.
Is it possible for you to show that PDF I sent in our Discord chat?
Absolutely. Here we go.
Okay. Oh, you can use the PDF, so it's
Oh,
easier to.
there's a PDF. 1 second. Let me just grab that. Okay. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Oh yeah, there it is. I can see it right now. So let me just open this up. Thank you ever so much for doing that. Hey, here we go.
Okay, so let's start. Again, my name is Cody, Coach Cody. If anyone else doesn't know me yet, I am a new manager as well. I just started July 4th. I have around 10 scholars. I'm averaging around 350. I think right now I'm at 380 something daily SLP. And I'm staying at around 1,900 to 2,000 MMR. Currently using AAP as well, the same team. Well, not exactly the same, but the same axes with what Steve is using. And yeah, I think that's it. So let's start. Coaching session number one, Axie for noobs. Getting started and the basics. So I think everyone already knows this, but let's just go through this. What is Axie Infinity? Axie Infinity is where cryptocurrency meets gaming. Axie's mission is to bring blockchain technology to the masses in a very fun way, and it's a play to earn crypto built on the Ethereum network. Users can earn smooth love potions or SLP in several ways, one of which is players can battle in adventure PvE. That's around 50 at cap currently with the new update. And then arena PvP, which is not capped but is limited by the number of energy you currently have and the number of wins you will get. And then another 25 bonus by finishing their daily quests. Okay, I think it's just get that basic done with. And then how to start playing and earning. So basically, players can only start playing Axie Infinity is when you get or when you buy or rent 3 axes minimum. When I say rent, it's something like what Undisputed Noob is doing. It's giving scholarships, and after reaching the bare minimum number of axes in an account to play, you will be given 20 energy daily at 8 a.m. That's our time, PH time, and energy will increase to 40 if you 10 or more, and then another 20, a total of 60 when you reach 20 axes, like what um Steve has right now.
So I think that's a really good point to mention right now is the energy. And also, I did
Mm-hmm.
not know that this was at 8 a.m. in Philippine time, which is really good. But if we have a very, very quick look at the energy. So free Axie gives you 20 energy. So 5 energy every 6 hours.
They're not. That's not applied anymore. But basically,
Oh.
it refreshes daily.
Ah,
Yeah,
so it does refresh
at
daily.
8
Okay.
a.m.
So I can see here that the difference here is that 3 to 9 Axie gives you 20, but 10 Axie gives you 40. So you can
Mm-hmm.
double your energy with 7 Axie, 7 additional Axie.
Exactly. Yep.
But then you only get an additional 20. So it's not doubled again. It's just 20 extra. So you're getting 20 here, and then you're getting 20 again. So you get 20 energy for 7 Axie, and then you get 20 energy for 10 Axie.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually more efficient and beneficial to get to 10 Axie, but not really to get to 20.
Yep. Actually, just to share, currently I have only 11 axes. Because again, as you mentioned, cost to reward ratio for energy specifically, um, it's better to just own around 10 axes and then have the other axes as a scholarship. Like for example, the other um 9 axes or sorry, another 10 axes, you could already make 3 scholarship teams, and then those in total would is actually equivalent to 60 energy already, and then you have your own 40 energy. So
Nice. Nice.
does
And
that make
that,
sense? So instead of having just a total of 60, you actually have 100 energy already.
nice. And that is why we are going to reward, we're going to do a draw. So anybody who is a scholar with us at the moment, who at the end of the month reaches the leaderboard. So if you look into the leaderboard here, you will see if you click on the rewards, there is the top 1,000 leaderboard. And you will be able to see your current rewards. Now, mine aren't showing up at the moment. I'm sure if I exit and refresh the game, it will. So anybody in the top 1,000 at the end of the season, let me just exit and reload the game. They will go into a draw. And then whoever has acquired the most MMR, during that period will be receiving 7 additional Axie into their account to double their energy level each day, therefore doubling what you can earn. And as Coach Cody has already said, what is it you mentioned, Cody, that you earn a day with 11 Axie right now?
Currently I'm averaging at around 384 daily.
384 SLP a day. So that is what we're going to do. And for that, this rank at the end of the season, you can see when the season ends, you'll need to get into the top 1,000. So if you said you're about 1,900 MMR at the moment, Cody, is that correct?
Yes.
And whereabouts are you on the leaderboard? Are you in the top
Um
1,000?
I I believe earlier I was in the top 1,000, but now I dropped off. The last few games were mostly our losses, so I'm at around 2,000 right now.
Wow. Okay. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You know where you need to be. You need to be clipping around that 2000 MMR mark to be able to qualify. But if you do that, you're going to get 7 additional Axie in your account. So a real incentive there for anybody that wants to be more competitive. Obviously, you don't need to, but if you decide you want to, there we go. So let's just jump back. I need to open up. Aha.
Okay. So yeah, the other battle mode is Arena. Here you will battle your Axies against other players, and the winner will get SLP as a reward and a matchmaking rating or MMR increase. So as Steve mentioned, if your MMR increases and gets you to the leaderboard, you can get aside from the actual. By the way, what is the um reward setup if in case, like for example, a scholar gets into the leaderboards, because you will be rewarded AXS?
Yes.
Is that 50-50 as well,
No.
or
No. We have spoken about this already. I believe that any reward in the leaderboard in terms of AXS, 100% is rewarded to the scholar. So we're not going to
wow,
take
that's
a
amazing.
single. We're not going to take a single bit of profit from that. I don't believe we deserve to. That is the reward from here. Any reward that is given. So the first thing to mention, and I found this out the hard way. This is M8. This is bonded
AXS.
or yeah. I don't know. Is it W or M? Or I'm not sure which one it is, but it's yeah, it's wrapped AXS. So basically 1,000 of these equals 1 AXS. So this is 225 AXS all the way down to the bottom, which is 1 AXS. And I think that's currently valued at around $70. It varies, but any leaderboard position. So if you were to, let's just say you were to win the leaderboard and you had 225 AXS, you would get 225 AXS. We're open to donations. You're more than willing to give us some back to say thank you, but we don't require, we don't push, we don't expect 100. If you've earned that, that's yours. It's not right of us to take that from you. If you've earned it, it's yours. So 100% goes to you.
All right, so definitely true to his aim. Steve is really, it's people before profit, so kudos to you, Steve. Well, going back, so it is advisable for scholars to stay in the highest MMR bracket they can and have at least, I wrote here 60% win rate, but even 50%, again, you can reach around 200 SLP. So my advice is playing Arena without energy will not give you SLPs anymore, even if you win, but it will still affect your MMR. So you can actually use this to maybe, if you think that um, you're having a difficulty on keeping or getting at least 50% win rate at the current um play style you're doing, then you could lower down your MMR a bit and then try to improve in that MMR first. And then if you are let's say 3 consecutive days you are able to keep a 50% or more win rate, then that's the time you try to aim for another or the next bracket of SLP reward gain.
So that's
Does that
really
make sense?
interesting. Yeah. So what you're basically saying there is that even if they don't have energy, they can still play in arena, and their
Mm-hmm.
MMR will still be affected, even though they don't get
Yep.
SLP.
Yep.
So you could basically, if you wanted to, grind hard, go above and beyond your energy level to get yourself to the bracket that you want to be at, so that when your
Mm-hmm.
energy refreshes, you're already at that higher bracket.
Yep.
You you
That's true.
you can
You can
get
do that as
yourself,
well.
yeah, get yourself to where you need to be after you've spent your energy, so that when you get your energy, you're in that higher bracket. That's something to think about there, ladies and gentlemen.
Mhm. Okay.
Nicely
Moving on,
put.
I'll just show the quick adventure mode SLP reward. So this is for the ruins. So well, currently, since we want to maximize the SLP rewards, I think most of our scholars are doing I think more on arena, like they're spending their energy at arena. But I'm not sure if everyone knows that in Ruin 21 you actually get a 200 bonus, and if you're still getting to know your axes and still trying to improve your gameplay and you don't want to waste that energy on losses, you could actually use your energy for experience instead and try to aim for that bonus 200 SLP at Ruin 21. Okay.
Nice. So you can get between 10 to 20 SLP per win at level 21.
Yep.
Nice. So that's obviously
Okay.
going to be the best one to do because it's going to be the quickest way to get your SLP out of adventure mode using the least amount of energy possible.
Yep.
Perfect. Good advice.
If the scholars are still interested in leveling their axes, but again, it is also viable that you just finish all your energies in arena, and then that's when you do adventure. But yeah, it's case to case. Some scholars don't have that much time into grinding, like let's say 20 energy on only 2 SLP per win reward stages. That's gonna take a while. So yeah, it's advisable also to save time, increase your axis level, and quickly finish your daily tasks.
Nice. Great advice. How are we finding
All
this,
right.
ladies and gentlemen, in the chat? How are we finding this? Give us some hearts, give us some likes. Hashtag Coach Cody. If you think that this is valuable information and you are enjoying this, if this is good education for you to help you, get some love for Coach Cody, please.
Okay, and this is just also showing the arena bracket SLP reward. This I'm not 100% sure, but this is what I have collected in the Discord channel. And yep. So if you stay at around 1,500 to 1,800, you get around 12 SLP. And as we did the math earlier, if you get at least 50%, that's 195 SLP. Okay.
Nice. So that is, and here we go. Let's just bring this over so we can see it. There we go.
Okay. So yep. So since the update, SLP rewards take into account what your opponent's MMR is. It's not your MMR. So I have noticed that the numbers vary at the I think it's 50 less or 50 more. That's where you will be matched at. So let's say you having in my example here 1150 MMR, but you can battle someone who is actually 950. You will instead get 1 SLP a win. So what this implies is that it's better to stay in the middle part of the MMR bracket that you want to farm. So let's say you want the 12 SLP, maybe stay at around 1,600 to ensure that you actually do get matched um, to an opponent that is within that bracket, which is 12 SLP rewards.
That makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. Coach Cody, I have a question for you. This is from Gabby, who asks, would you please explain more the relationship between win rate and MMR?
Okay. So MMR is basically it's a system that was used first in chess, I believe, and then it was adapted to different competitive games like Dota and League of Legends, something like that. This MMR rating actually helps players or it's active the gamers who are training so that they know that they actually just get matched to people on their same um how do I say it, same level
Same level,
of,
yes.
yeah, same level basically. So what this means is if you are on a lower MMR than you are actually skilled at. So for example, for example, me as myself, I'm at around 1,800 or sorry 1,900 MMR, and then I just lowered down my account since again after I finished my energy, I could purposely lose my games so I could move back down to 1,500, and there I know that most of those players that I'll be matched with would be lower in skill than compared to what I'm used to. So that in turn will improve my win rate. So instead of maybe 50%, I could probably get around 70 to 80% win rate. Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense. That makes absolute sense. And I was just having a very quick look on Twitter because I know that there is a document, but I don't know where it is. So I can't confirm who actually posted it, but I know that this, on the Axie Scholar game tracker, this rating, we can see how many games were checked on this ranking. So 12,000 games were checked between a 1200 to 1300 MMR to confirm that this is the minimum max SLP that you can earn at this bracket. So this, I believe, which we've added into here, is the most accurate reflection of your SLP level, apart from 2,300, which we haven't been able to check because no one's made it that high yet. But that lets you know, and as Coach Cody did say, and just to reiterate that point, it's based on your opponent's MMR, and there is a plus and minus buffer of 50. So depending on where you are and where you sit, which is why we recommend trying to sit at about 1650 MMR. 1650 MMR sits you right in the middle of the 12 SLP per game. So regardless if you have the variance of a win and a lose streak, you should remain within that 12 SLP bracket by having 1650 MMR. And that is your matchmaking ranking. Nice. So, Coach Cody.
Okay. All right. So, going back. So, SLP farming guide. We'll move on to, like for example, you would be a new scholar, or for our new scholars, I think you'll be onboarding a few more scholars, correct, this week?
Yes, so I have two, which we tried to onboard yesterday, but Ronin was playing up and it wouldn't transfer the Axie across. So they should be in the account now. We have Scholar 9 and 10, which are... They have their accounts. I'm just waiting for the Axie to be deposited. We've sent them across. So there's 10 scholars on board right now with one sponsor. So I am sponsoring the first 10. Then we have Chris, amazing Chris, who has become the sponsor, our first official sponsor for Scholar 11. We are now also onboarding another 5 scholars next week. And we have another 2 sponsors coming on board this week as well. So, yeah, we should be hitting 15 to 20 next week.
Okay, great. So definitely this SLP farming guide that I actually use for my scholars. Again, this is just a guide, and this is not like something that I will enforce to anyone I am coaching. But again, you can follow this, and if you think you can do better, or not follow this and still make more SLP, then go ahead. But again, this is my suggestion with the amount of experience that I currently have. So now you are given a scholarship by Undisputed Noob. I'm pretty sure you're excited to start earning your SLP, and but and you want to maximize your SLP gain. But definitely you cannot just jump in the arena and try to beat everyone else as soon as you start. Here's the most efficient way that I have came up with, and I'm again, as I mentioned, I am currently applying to my scholars. So for the first week, I call this the getting to know the game and your axes. This would around average you to the bare minimum of just being active, doing the dailies, doing the adventure, and at least 5 wins in an arena is an average of 75 SLP. And again, you need to walk before you can run. This applies to everything in life, including Axie. For the first 7 weeks, sorry, for the first 7 days, I mean, for the first week, it is highly recommended that you spend all your daily energy in adventure and only do arena when you're done with all of your energy. This is to ensure that you don't waste any energy in arena while you familiarize yourself with your axes, the combos that you can do, and the tactics that exist in the current meta. You will also increase your MMR this way. Again, as I mentioned before, even if you don't have energy, you can still improve your MMR. And then, so when your first week is done, you'll be sitting at around, maybe, I think, for the beginners, around maybe 1,300 to 1,400 MMR. So my advice, always try to do and finish your adventure level that gives you out the highest EXP that you can, and goal is to reach level 19 to 21 in your first week. So guys, this will just, if you maximize your energy and do the highest XP reward that you can do, then you could probably reach level net 19 to 21 in your first week, and this will allow you to defeat Ruin 21. As on my personal experience, I was able to defeat a Ruin 21 and get my bonus 200 SLP at level 21 using an 8 AP, but I have heard of people beating it at level 19 but mostly those are with beasts, either ABP or BBP, so bird beast plant. Okay.
Understood.
All
So,
right.
chat, does that make sense? And I agree with Coach Cody. This is absolutely what we recommend as well within Discord and what we've said. And I know that the initial scholars that come on board was in season 17. It was slightly different, but the same principle applies. If you spend your first 7 days, and remember what Coach Cody just said, you need to learn to walk before you can run. You wouldn't expect a baby to just run. They have to learn to walk first, and it's the same with Axie. You can't climb to the top of the leaderboard without first making a few mistakes. And
Exactly.
if you're going to make mistakes, which you will, because you're not losing, you're learning. There's a difference. And when you're learning, you want to be efficient. You want to learn as quickly as possible. And one of the ways that you can be efficient when you're learning is not wasting energy. You need to be efficient with your energy. So when you go into arena, make sure you have already used your energy. Therefore, you're not wasting energy. You're not losing because you're learning. And yes, your MMR will stabilize to your skill level. But if you do that, you'll get to Rune 21 within the first week. And that will allow you to easily be efficient when you're beating Rune 21 to get the maximum SLP. Remember, Coach Cody said, level 21 gives you between 10 to 20 SLP per win. So you are making the most efficient play by clearing level 21. So you want to get there as quickly as you possibly can. Therefore, spend the first week learning the game, learning your synergies, learning the combos, getting to Rune 21 so that you can, in the worst case scenario, always achieve 75 SLP a day easily. Okay, this is about working smarter, not harder. You do not need to grind for 8 hours a day on a PvE when you can play maybe 5 games. Because if you played 5 games at level 21 and had the worst result on each of them, i.e. 10 SLP, you're going to hit your cap in 5 games. Make sense? Coach Cody,
Exactly.
over to you.
All right. So moving on to the second week, this is improving more on your gameplay and improving your daily average as well. I estimate this to for our scholars to have at around an average of 100 SLP. So now they probably know the basics, what their Axie skill does, and also win a few games in arena. And our goal now is to keep grinding adventure again until if we haven't still beaten 21, because again that's bonus 200 SLP, and then also allotting some energy for arena to increase our daily average. My suggestion here is use 10 energy in the still on the highest ruin you can do in adventure, and then use the other half for arena. And at this point, we would expect you to be around still 1,300 to 1,500 MMR, winning at least 50% of your game means an extra 30 SLP. Since at this bracket you will get 9, if I'm not mistaken, and then winning that's 9 multiplied by 5 is 45, and then um add that to your 75 like bare minimum, that's around 120 SLP even. So yeah, so again the key here is winning at least 50% of your games. Okay, even if you're just using 10 energy or if you're using the full 20 energy, at least 50% is our um minimum goal, okay, for every arena run. Okay, is there
Perfect.
anything you would like to add for second week?
I mean, I
Cody?
agree in the sense that when you do your level 21, if you're comfortably clearing level 21 and you can win it every time, then and also it's worth mentioning, if you've used up all of your energy and you want to practice, you can still come in and play the arena. You just won't get experience. So you can use arena to practice. You can use adventure. Adventure to practice. When you have run out of energy, you won't earn SLP. You won't earn no, you will earn SLP. You won't earn experience. You won't earn experience, but you will be able to practice. And if you do that in adventure mode, then you're not risking your MMR if you were to lose a game. So if you want to practice and not risk MMR, this is a good place to do that. It's not the same because it's against a computer, which is not too difficult, but definitely here, this is something that you can do to practice clearing that level 21. Because if you can clear level 21 every time, then that only takes 5 energy. And if you can get there in the first week, then that means that you only need to spend 5 energy to be able to clear this. So whilst, and I appreciate, Coach Cody's advice is to use 10 energy in the highest rune you can. If you are able to use 5 energy on rune 21, and Coach Cody, I believe that our scholars can do that because they're above average. These are not normal scholars. These scholars are hand-picked. Hand-picked. They're forged from the Philippine mountains. These are not your average scholars. These are super scholars. That's what these are. Our scholars are super scholars. So I think with 5 energy, they can smash rune 21 in week 2.
Okay. All right.
But apart from that, I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. I just think they're going to be around 2,000 MMR by the second week.
I see. Wow. I do hope so that we could reach that. And okay, that moving on to the 3rd and 4th week, I think since again I'm new in Undisputed Noob channel, I don't know everyone much yet compared to you. So actually you mentioned 5 energy. I was estimating that on the 3rd and 4th week, this is at this point you will probably finish your 50 adventure run within 5 energy. So again, it's if our scholars can do it in the or can do it on the second week, then that's great.
You can do it,
And
scholars. I believe in you, scholars. You can do it. You can do it. Super scholars.
so it's time to maximize our gains. So we would continue to maybe allocate 5 energy in adventure. Again, the goal here, again, I would suggest is only use energy if you haven't finished Ruin 21 yet for the 200 bonus. But after you get the 200 bonus from Ruin 21, you could actually skip doing or spending energy in adventure and just completely use all your 20 energy in arena.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Then the remaining, but again, if you haven't finished the Ruin 21 yet, then remaining 15 energy should be used in arena and aim for an MMR of 1,500 minimum or more, and then also still with a 50% win rate. With this scheme, we have already computed this earlier. You're gaining around 80 more SLP on top of your daily 75. So that's 155 or more, depending on what MMR you'd be sitting on. Okay.
So I think I agree with this, and I want to just reiterate this point. If you're able to clear Rune 21, then you do not need energy in adventure mode. The only purpose of energy in adventure mode is to gain experience. The only purpose of experience in adventure mode is to get stronger Axie to beat higher levels. Experience and levels in Axie from adventure mode do not transfer into arena. It does not matter. So whatever you do in adventure has no impact on arena. I want to just make that point. So if you are able to clear Rune 21, then you no longer need, you can spend, as Coach Cody said correctly, spend all 20 of your energy in arena and then just quickly pop over to adventure and just smash out 5 games on Rune 21 for that bonus, for that quest. The only reason you're doing that is because you're getting 50 SLP here, and then that is also allowing you to come into quests and hit your claim button. You would have already won 5 arena matches because of your 20 energy. You can do, you have to do 10, sorry, I apologize, you have to do 10 adventure mode. But even so, you could do maybe 5 Rune 21s, and then you could just do 5 Rune 1. Just purely for the point of just getting them done very, very quickly so that they're not a time drain on you. And that will allow you to hit the claim button to get an extra 25 SLP on top of everything else, getting absolute maximum efficiency out of your energy.
All right. So I think that's it for the SLP farming guide. Again, I'm not pushing that timeline to everyone. If you think you can beat the timeline, then that's great. I hope everyone can. And yeah, let's actually aim for that to finish Ruin 21 within the second week. And then on the third week, just use everything on Arena so that we could improve our daily average SLP gains. Okay.
I think
And
this is
now,
a very, very good conservative guide that I think everybody is able to follow. I think that personally, I think it is possible for our Axies within 7 days to hit and to beat Room 21. I know this because I've done it, and if I've done it, anyone can do it. So I know it's possible. And so I would say that within week 2, you could be using all 20 energy within Arena from week 2. It's possible. It is completely possible to be able to do that. But that being said, so that you're not pushing yourself too hard, to allow that third and fourth week to gradually build up is also totally possible. But just know that you can take this entire 4-week process that Coach Cody has created. And can we get some love, please, for Coach Cody? He has done amazing work. He has gone out of his way to create this for you so that you've got this information. I think he needs some love. We need to absolutely fill this comment section with hashtag Coach Cody. Please, let's give him some love for all of this content. What he is saying can be done in 4 weeks, I am confident that the Super Scholars can do within 2. I think you can reduce the time frame here by 50%, but you don't have to. There's no pressure. I'm just saying what's possible. But what you choose to do is completely up to you. And I think I agree with this. Within 4 weeks, if you follow this plan, then within 4 weeks, you should quite easily be at the 1500 MMR, clearing Rune 21, and you should be able to earn the SLP that Coach Cody recommends to you.
okay. Thank you so much for that, Steve. And then moving on, we're now going to detail in the in-game mechanics.
Just
So
before
we
we
all
move over, sorry, I'm so sorry.
Sure.
Just before we move over, are there any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Any questions about SLP, about the basic mechanics, about Axie? Anybody unsure? Speak now or forever hold your application form. All is clear. Fantastic. Well, then let's please move on. Coach Cody, all yours.
All right. So for the in-game mechanics, we all can see how cute and simple looking the Axie game is, but there are a lot of things going on in each battle, and the way we process each information that can and have happened will greatly affect our win rate ratio. So after you do your first couple battles, you start to wonder how you can do more damage with your damage dealers, and also how to keep your tank alive for a few more rounds to secure a win. Below, I will try to break it down as simple as possible, okay? So for calculating damage, there is a lot of variables you have to consider that can affect the amount of damage your axis can make and as well as receive. Let's go through them one by one.
And ladies and
First
gentlemen,
is
sorry, let me just say this. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, all of these slides we will post in the Discord after the live stream. So if you need a copy of this, you will be able to go through it at your own leisure in your own time. I just want to make that clear because a couple of people are like, how do I remember this? You can watch the replay. Don't worry, this will be immortalized on YouTube, and we will post these slides so that you can access them. Sorry, Coach Cody, please continue. Sorry.
That's fine. Thank you so much, Steve. So for the class advantage, this is what we call the RPS or rock, paper, scissors method. This is popularized by, I believe, the game that this was inspired on, which is Pokemon. So basically, it's saying that for plant, reptile, and dusk, it will do more damage on aquatic, bird, and dawn, and then vice versa, aquatic, bird, and dawn will do less damage against plant, dusk, and reptile. It's 10%. Before the update, actually, it's 15%. I think it was June update, if I'm not mistaken, or I think it was the Christmas update. I'm not entirely sure, but before it's 15, but it was um too
Too
OP
much, yeah.
or yeah, imbalance. So they just made it a 10%.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, because effectively that's a 20% buff. Well, if
Yeah.
you imagine it's a
Reduces
10% buff
damage
and a
and added.
10%
Mhm.
debuff, that's a 20% swing in advantage.
Exactly. Right. So with that in mind, if you get matched to a opponent that has complete advantage against you, then that's already a loss. So Axie determined that for balancing the game, they reduce it to 10%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, can I just mention
So
whilst we're on this? Oh, sorry. Please continue.
Go ahead. Go
Well,
ahead, Steve.
I just wanted to make a point, and we've spoken about this before. There's a lot of people that say, oh, we keep getting these reptiles, or we keep getting these terminators, and we keep coming up against these Axie that beat us. Can we swap our Axie? I want you to remember that right now, the reason that reptile is so popular in builds right now, the reason we're seeing so many plant reptile builds is to counter, to get the 10% advantage against the double aqua plant build. And the reason that the double aqua plant build exists is because the season before that, it was plant beast bird. And so what you see is that normally in each season, there is one predominant Axie. Okay? 2 seasons ago, it was beast. Last season, it was aqua. This season, it's been reptile. That means that next season, it will continue to move. And every season, it will revolve. So if you have a meta team, and that team is getting beaten, let's say you've got double aqua and they're being beaten by reptile, and you're like, oh no, not another reptile lineup because I keep losing, just know that it is only a temporary challenge. In a longer term, over a 12-month scholarship, you will rotate in and out of meta. As long as you have good Axie, you should be able to maintain your 50% win rate. You may lose a little bit more in the off season, but then you will make some more when you're backing meta. So this will balance. Okay, so if you have a team that's not performing in this current season, in this current meta, it will change. They will be doing balancing and updates and meta changes to keep things fresh. So please don't worry. I just wanted to stress that for anyone that wasn't sure.
Yep, exactly. Also, for the class advantage, additional or reduced in damage is applied by checking the skill card of the attacker against the body of the defender. So the class advantage in attacking, the body doesn't really have any effect. It's just the skill card against whatever body it's attacking. Does that make sense? So
So it could
even
be
if
that you've got a plant Axie, but an aqua card.
mhm, and
So
then that will do more damage against a beast, even though you are technically a body of a plant, which should be at a disadvantage against a beast.
right, so it's based
Right?
on the card rather than the body. That makes sense.
Exactly. That's when attacking. All right.
So maybe
And
there
then
maybe there is a future for Chop Suey.
mhm. Actually, as if most of I think a number of our scholars already have been joining me in my stream, and as I mentioned, at around 1,900, it's actually they call it hybrids. If it's chop sueys that have skill cards that are not pure but have been um thought of very carefully
Yes.
and plays well against the current meta.
So
Actually, the one that you have, the one with the aqua with the beast card,
yes.
is actually really good against reptiles and like risky fish, and then that reptile card
Yeah, the beast card,
could
so the dual blade.
definitely yeah,
Yeah. So
the
this
dual
is
blade
this is
exactly.
something which I think is important to understand, and just to mention is that Chop Suey is really just a random merging of whatever attributes the baby happens to be hatched with. Whereas a
Hmm.
hybrid is a synergized, carefully thought out card. And it's the synergies in how that card plays with other cards in the team to create the combos that allow you to win. So that's the difference between
Exactly.
a hybrid and a chop suey.
Hmm. Couldn't have
Nice.
explained it better. Thank you so much,
Nice.
Steve. So for combo attacks this time, this is applied if an Axie uses 2 or more cards in a round, and combos will add damage based on the skill stat of the Axie. The formula for calculating combo damage is the skill stat multiplied by the attack of the card divided by 500. So an Aqua's using all out, 120 damage, and a Aqua using a bug noise, which has 100 damage against another Aqua Axie, would have this the damage calculation. So a bonus of 8.4 for all out, which would give it 128 because it's always rounded down. And then for the bug noise, since it has a combo, it's gonna have a bonus of 7. So it will be 107 and a total of 200. Sorry, yeah, 235 instead of just 120. Oh, 220 total.
Okay, so
So you get an extra 15 damage.
let's go back through this again, because this is where the maths comes in and this is where it gets complicated. So, just for someone like me who is mathematically challenged, if I was to be playing a card, let's see if I understand this. So let's say that I have All Out and I want to play my All Out card, which does 120 damage. I need to take into consideration what's called a combo attack. And so you say that this is applied if an Axie uses 2 or more cards in a round. So it doesn't matter if there is... So, for example, if there's a card which I play and that card has an ability, this doesn't matter. This is not considering abilities where if I play 2 cards then I'll get a speed bonus or I'll steal some energy. This is aside from that. This is basically saying...
It's purely damage calculation.
This is a damage calculator based on playing multiple cards. So 2 or more cards. Does it matter? Is there a difference between 2, 3, and 4? Or is it just more than 2 cards?
It's just more than 2 cards. So you don't get an additional bonus, but each card will basically get this calculation applied.
Yes.
Yep, the skill multiplied by the attack divided by 500. Yep.
So combos will add damage based on the skill stat of the Axie. The formula for calculating combo damage is skill times attack. So if the skill is 35 and the attack is 120, that is 35 times 120, which equals 4,200. And then it's divided by 500, which gives you 8.4. So that will get, and it's rounded, as you said, down, always rounded down. So that will be 128.
Yeah.
So just simply by playing 2 cards, I'm going to get an additional 15 damage as a combo attack.
Exactly. And I know it doesn't sound much, but in card games or in this type of games, we call it as value. So the best value is always to at least use 2 cards, because if you would be just using 1 card, then you would be losing this additional bonus for that turn and for that energy. So you're not making most out of your energy and your cards.
I didn't even know this. I've just learnt this. This is very new to me and it absolutely makes sense. And I cannot tell you how many times I've been in a clutch play where I've lost because I've left the opponent with 5 or 10 HP.
Exactly, that does happen.
Whereas if I had done this, I might have been able to have clutched that win just by the combo attack. Wow.
All right. Okay.
Wow. I had no idea this even existed. All this time I've been playing and it's really just been a case of... And actually all I needed to do was combo 2 cards and I would have won. Who would have known it? Where was Coach Cody when I needed him? Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's here.
I'm here now.
Right now, helping you to understand this, to give you a better understanding of the game. How amazing is this, ladies and gentlemen? And I know it's late for you, by the way, guys, so I'm so grateful if you're here with me today, because I know that this is a late stream. I do apologize. I had some family issues to deal with this morning with my daughter. I had to take priority. As you well know, family has to come first. It's why we've got a later stream today, so I apologize. But guys, I hope you're finding this valuable. I'm learning so much right now. I hope you are too.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for still staying with us. Again, if you're feeling sleepy, it's fine. We'll post this in YouTube after the stream is done, and then also the document will be uploading this in Discord. Correct?
Jonard says we're chilling. Don't worry, sir. And Granny kind of says, "Don't worry, it's okay. Filipino people don't sleep early." It's perfectly
well, that's
fine.
kind of true.
I get that.
Especially gamers.
We're the same in the UK. Don't worry about it. We're the same. But yes, we will be posting this in the Discord. So the video, because the way that Twitch and Facebook work is they remove the videos after a limited amount of time. So all of this content will go into a playlist on YouTube where it will stay forever. And also all of the documents will be uploaded to the coaching channel within the scholarship area of the Discord. So don't worry. This will all be available. You'll be able to get this. Don't worry. Coach Cody, let's go. I'm excited. I'm learning so much.
Okay, now the next bonus is called Stab, or Same Type Attack bonus. This is also they got this from Pokemon, where Axies gets increased or bonus damage if the body is using the skill that is of the same type. So
Wow.
this is why before, when it was really new, everyone is saying that the pure type Axies are the best because
Ah.
of the stab bonus.
That makes so much sense. I just thought it was because people liked purebreds. I just thought it was because like they wanted a pedigree, or they wanted a purebred, or they wanted something that was, more pure. I didn't realize there was a bonus that went with this. I didn't even know this existed. Stab bonus.
Yep.
So if the
So
card that I apply is the same as the Axie's body type, I get a 10% bonus.
yep, exactly.
So if I deal 100, if I do 120 damage and I'm using an Aqua that's using all out, I'm getting an extra 12
Well,
damage.